This huge warhammer looks as if it would take the combined strength of two men to wield it. Its thick steel head is bound with studded bronze bands and speckled with what appears to be dried blood. The inscription upon it reads, Bone Cracker. This magnificent weapon belongs to the legendary warrior Dumuk V, who died in the assault on Dragonspear Castle. Oh, it looks like there's a lot of relics in here.
I will do as you ask.
This battered steel helmet is crested with the 5 serpentine heads of a hydra. The inscription upon its stand reads, The Helm of Gardoom Greenaxe. Gardoom was the captain of the famed adventuring company, the Dragonclaw clan. The fate of this legendary swordsman remains a mystery, though he is presumed to be dead. He was last seen entering the marsh of Toon alone. There's a couple more things. Let me talk to this person while they're right here. Initiate of Tempest. Accalia. Hello, my name is Accalia. I'm an initiate here at the Temple of Tempus. I help Everard maintain the temple armory and perform rituals. Let's see. Greetings, Accalia. Rituals, you say? What kind of rituals? We celebrate the Feast of the Moon in remembrance of the battle dead. We also sing the Song of the Swords at least once a 10-day. Because of the church's close proximity to the site of so many great battles, our congregation also has local celebrations to remember all of the mighty conflicts that have raged across Icewind Dale. The most important daily ceremonies are the Feast of Heroes at high sun and the Song for the Fallen at sunset. Let's see. What are the Feast of Heroes and the Songs of the Fallen? They're pretty straightforward. The Feast of Heroes is a meal that we eat at high sun. During it, we remember the final meal which each warrior eats before he or she enters mortal battle. The Song for the Fallen is a dirge that we sing at sunset as a daily memorial for those who have died in battle. Interesting. What local battles do you celebrate? We celebrate the Battle of Jared Stone. I tell you more about it, but Everard prefers that any questions about it be directed to him. He has somewhat of a different perspective on the teachings than most. Ask him about it if you see him. So, what's Everard like? Everard, well, Everard is still adjusting to his position here. I think he'd much rather still be serving Tempest on the front lines, but his duty is to guard this holy site, the site of Jared Stone. You should ask him about it. He knows more of the tale than I do, okay? So, Everard is both a warrior and a priest. How does that fit into the Tempurian faith? I'll ask him that. It is actually part of a simple truth that we Tempurians believe. Conflict is all around us. Every man and woman has something that he or she believes in, which he or she will die to promote or preserve. Tempest tells us that we should live for something of importance. If we kill, if we die, it's the same. We preach that conflict and war are vital to mankind's existence. Let's see. There's no need to be... Some of these answers are so like, they're just like trying to... It's sort of trolling. Like, there's no need to troll her. I'll just say that's something to think about. I must be going now. Thank you. Let's check out these other 2 artifacts before we talk to Everard there. Oh, there's no more artifacts. What's this one? The blade of this battle axe is buried deep into the stand upon which it rests. Hundreds of tiny notches have been whittled onto its black oaken handle. The inscription upon its stand reads, Bloody Ashram's Axe. This merciless warlord reputedly used this axe to personally execute his prisoners. He was eventually brutally dismembered by his own troops. He was brutally dismembered as opposed to like dismembered in a humane way. Okay, it looks like a shield. This is a large shield with the symbol of a white sword emblazoned upon its surface. Numerous dents and scratches indicate the shield has seen many battles. The inscription upon its stand reads, The Shield of Ahonan. A veteran of many battles against the Uthgard barbarians, Ahonan was slain whilst battling a white dragon matriarch upon the waves of Lac Dinshire. His body and his blade were never recovered. Alright, let's talk to Everard here.
Hrothgar mentioned there were strangers in town. What is it you want? Yes, I am Everard. Everard of Tempus, battle priest of the Lord of Battles. What brings you here?
Let's see. I didn't even recognize the glyph-covered door beneath the statue. I see it now. I'm gonna ask him about, let's see, the Geralt stone.
Geralt was a shaman who lived long ago. He brought unity to the northern tribes and led them to victory against the army of Arakan, at the cost of his life.
Now, I know we just saw this in the opening movie, but she said to ask him about it because he had a different take on it, so I'm gonna continue with the questioning about it. How did he die?
Once Arakan saw his army routed by Geralt and the northern tribes, he sought to bring the Hells to his aid. Arakan opened a gate to the lower plains.
He brought demons to the battlefield? The northern tribes would have been destroyed.
I do not believe that. Geralt did.
Oh, I see.
It is said that Tempest himself appeared to Geralt upon the battlefield, and Geralt took that as a sign.
A sign to do what?
Geralt believed Tempest was calling him to sacrifice himself for his people to ensure victory. And so he cast his body into the portal, his blood fusing it to stone. It lies entombed beneath the temple to this day.
So it sounds like he has a problem with Geralt doing this.
Geralt had no need to sacrifice himself. Tempest's appearance was a test of faith, proof Geralt's people had already won the field that day. Geralt failed his god and died a coward's death.
Whoa, that seems a little harsh there, Everard. Are you sure his death was in vain?
One dies for Tempest with a blade in one's hand, not by martyring oneself within the embrace of infernal magics. Geralt's duty was to stand with his comrades, not cast himself to his death when the field was already theirs.
Okay, yeah, his sacrifice may have prevented other deaths there, smart man.
Sacrifice? Let me say this of sacrifice, young one. Then we shall speak of this no more. Sacrifice is a death that has meaning. When it is in vain, it is not sacrifice. It is a waste. That is the lesson of Geralt's stone.
Let's see, I have a phone call coming in, but I'm gonna take it later. Okay, and this stone is buried beneath the temple?
Aye, a great stone disc that holds Geralt's corpse for eternity. And so I watch and guard it in Tempest's name.
Let's see, what else I can ask him.
You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
So let's, ask about Tempest. Tempest is the god of war, is he not?
War is but one of Tempest's aspects. Warriors, true warriors, worship him as well.
So you carry the scars of war, Everard. Were you wounded in battle?
These eyes have seen battle, yes. And my skin bears the mark of swords and axes. That was long ago. Now my place is here.
Let's see, why would you leave battle behind? That's a kind of a stupid question. I mean, no one wants to live that lifestyle. I have some other questions.
You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
I'm going to ask about the expedition, and then I'm asking about the glyph-covered door, although I'm sure the door leads down to the Geralt stone. Do you know anything about the expedition that Hrothgar is putting together?
I have heard of it, yes. A messenger from Kuldahar visited the temple not long ago, and it has spurred Hrothgar to see what is happening in the north.
See, a messenger?
Yes. A man from Kuldahar found his way to our door, and he was dead by morning. He claimed he was a messenger from the Archdruid of Kuldahar.
What did he want?
The man spoke of disturbances in Kuldahar. His wounds prevented me from making any sense of his words. Perhaps Hrothgar understood more than I, for he's preparing an expedition.
Are you going?
No, for my place is here. Were I invited, I would still not go. My injuries would only slow the expedition.
Alright, I want to ask him about
You are free to ask, traveler.
the door.
I promise no
and
answers.
The floor there. What's the glyph-covered door beneath the statue?
The door leads beneath the temple to the site of Jared's stone. It was sealed with glyphs of Tempus to prevent entry long ago.
Alright, I think that's all.
You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
I'm not going to bother. I might see if he'll heal me, but only if it's for free. No, it's not going to be free. 10 gold. I'm just going to go sleep. Sleep in the tavern, I think. Yeah. What else can he do? Oh, you can buy potions. And identify. Okay. Thanks. Oh, I know there's a couple more things here. This long and slender lance is of astonishing quality and workmanship. The entire length of its shaft appears to have been coated in gold, and its handle is inlaid with various precious gems. The inscription upon its stand reads, "The Golden Lance of Kedwir, heralded as the greatest horseman to ever ride in battle. Kedwir died gloriously upon the fields of the dead alongside his trusted charger Onyx." Right, let's just check out this last one. This is a round shield with a number of wicked barbs protruding from its surface. A flaming sword, the holy symbol of Tempest, has been etched into the center of the shield. The inscription upon its stand reads, "The shield of Merigold of the Order of the Steel Fang, slain on the 11th day of the Battle of Borskir Bridge." Okay, let's get out of here.